Hello, welcome, I'm Devilsniper and today we're doing another player look and sort of a review. And the requirements today are young talent, maximum age of 21 with a budget price of 15 million. Now, out of all the players I've selected, I think it's 9 players. There's only one that you probably can't get with the budget of 15 million. He's on the screen, that's Christian Eriksen. Wow, that's all I can say about him. His vision really does impress me. 86, his ball control and dribbling. 87 and 82. He's a really quality player. His short play, it's fantastic. 81 short pass, he really is a quality player. I personally feel in the big wide world, he's probably 2 years away from a big move to a big European club. The likes of United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Madrid, Barca, probably Paris Saint-Germain you can put in there. But, I think he's a couple of years away from a really big move. He has so much potential. It is redonkulous. The boy is a cracking player. Unfortunately, you won't be able to get him for 15 million. You have to play a ridiculous amount on FIFA for him. But he is well worth looking at. I really do think he's fantastic, to be honest. He has a flair trait. And look at that. He's 20 years old, 5'10". His weak foot is 5-star. His skill moves are 4-star. He is fantastic. So if you do have an absolute redonkulous budget and you actually want to... Sorry, my chair's broken. And you actually do want to spend stupid money, I would recommend him over a lot of players. To be honest, I'd recommend him over Neymar. He really is brilliant. He has so much potential. He's a cracking player. Anyway, let's move on. I really like this lad. Isco. 20 years old. Rated 79. He's a cam. He is another fantastic player. I mean, his vision's slightly down compared to, say, Christian Eriksen. It's only an 80, but only an 80. But look at his ball control, his dribbling, his curve, his shot power. He really... sorry, his short pass, not shot power. His shot power's quite weak, actually. He needs to work on that. This guy is a quality player. He is a quality player. I like him a lot. I played a few games with him, and I think he was fantastic. I really think he was an absolute quality player. What traits does he have? He has a dribbler, and like I say, 20 years old, Spanish. His weak foot is 3 stars. I was quite surprised about that. I was also surprised about his skill moves being 3 stars. When you consider his dribbling and ball control is 86 and 87, that sort of took me by surprise. But do you know what? He's worth it. He's worth a punt. You can pick him up for under 15 million. Basically, the rest of these guys you can pick up for under 15 million, if not bang on 15 million. But he's well worth a look. Next up, we have Juan. He's a centre back, 21 years old, rated 74. Now, you're probably thinking, there's not a great deal of green on there, John. What are you on about? Well, I know there's not a great deal of green on there, but you look at his marking, his slide tackling, his standing tackle, his heading accuracy, his interceptions, his aggression, his strength. They're all quality yellows in the high 70s. There's a lot of potential there. A lot of potential. I mean, his jumping is 83. He's only 4.3 million. You can pick him up for a bargain price. I mean, this guy has a lot of potential. I would definitely recommend you guys buying him. Look, he's 6'1". He has charisma because he's Brazilian for a start. The only thing that really disappointed me about him, I'm not bothered about skill moves. His weak foot being 2. And I've got to say, on occasion, playing the ball on his weak foot did let him down. It really did let him down on his right foot. He didn't really do himself justice, but I think over a period of time he'll be a really good player and well worth a punt. Next up, Papadopoulos. He is quality. He's only 20 years old. He's rated 78. He's 9 million. I felt that is slightly expensive when you consider one, but I would definitely pay 12 to 13 million quid for him because of his aggression. Look at that, 91. His strength is 90. This boy is a Greek bloody tank. He will not take no crap off anybody. He will out-jump you. He will out-body slam you. He is awesome. And the main thing for me, I mean, he has a shot power of 82 for Christ's sake. He is awesome, honestly. Well worth a look. If you're worried about your discipline record, perhaps not, I know that's a back door into Europe that way, but look at that. Power header, strength, yeah, no sugar. Jeez, he's like the Incredible Hulk. He's like the Greek Incredible Hulk. Skill moves 2, not really fast. Right, weak foot is 3, which is his left foot. And yes, I tell you what, it was fine. I found it fine personally playing with this guy. His weak foot was fantastic. He could clear the ball. You know, he really is a good player. Really, really, really good player. Next up, Dungogan. Now, this guy's 21. He's brilliant. He really is. 10 million is a fair price for him. I mean, you look at all that green. He has a lot of green. His agility, his ball control, his dribbling, his shot power, his long passing. His short passing disappointed me fractionally, but it's 78, so I can get over that. I can find that acceptable because he will improve. This guy will only get better. He will hit 86, 87 easily. He is well worth a punt. He is a long-term purchase. I would recommend him. I really enjoyed playing with him personally. He scored me a couple of cracking goals. He really is well worth a look. Look at that. Dribbler and acrobat. He is a quality player. And he has the flair trait. Look at that. 4-star skill moves. 4-star weak foot. Attacking work rate high. Defensive work rates medium. I expect that. He's 21 years old. He's German, so he's going to be technically fantastic. And, 5'11", a little bit lightweight for me, but I still think his strength will come over the course of time with playing with him, put him in games. He's a really good player. I wouldn't recommend playing him in CDM. I would definitely play him CM/Cam, but I don't really like him in a defensive area. He's not really good there. Right, so next up, I like this guy, Nathaniel Klein. I really like this guy. Fantastic player. His acceleration, his sprint speed, his stamina really impressed me. His strength will only come with time. You know, there's a few reds, but I won't worry about those. They're in non-important places for us. We want to look at the slide tackling and the marking. 76, 73. Look at the standing tackle. 75. You know, short passing 70. That's acceptable. You know, this boy's got a lot of potential. When you consider it's 3.4 million, I know he's just moved to Southampton, so you might have to wait a season, or you might be able to do a deal. You might have to pay over the top if you do a deal, to be honest. His rating is 73. I can easily see him hitting in the mid-80s, to be honest. He has so much potential. He's a really, really, really good player. Traits is a long throw, which is always handy for a right back, I feel. Always handy. One thing that disappoints me, he's a bit lightweight. It needs a couple of Yorkshire puddings in my eyes, but you know, that will come with age. I mean, he's only 5'9", he's 21 years old. His weak foot is 3-star, not an issue with his weak foot at all. He played fantastically for me with his weak foot. His skill mode is a 3-star, which actually surprised me. The guy's got some ability, and as I say, at the price they're looking at, 3.4, you're going to have to pay through the nose before the end of the season, or give it a season or two, and you might be able to pick him up as a bargain. Now the next guy, I put him in here purely because that dude's hair is awesome. That dude's hair is just magnificent. Now come on, being serious, look at his stats. His acceleration, his agility, his sprint speed, his balance are fantastic. The one thing that really annoys me and really, really frustrates me, come on guys, you know what it is by now. Look at that strength, 49. Jesus Christ. My worry is, if you have a centre-back run past him at a corner, he is going to blow him off the pitch. You know, a strong breeze, and this kid's going to be languishing in the top of the stands. It's not good. That strength really, really lets him down for me personally. Now, I like a player with a bit of strength. He does have good dribbling. You know, he's rated at 6 million. He's 76 rating. He's 21 years old. Oh, it's just outside of the foot as a trait. It's fair enough, but you know, skill move 3, weak foot 3, they're fantastic. His defensive work rate was quite high. I was quite surprised about that. I really enjoyed playing with him again. Another good player to play with, but it's the strength that let him down for me. So the jury for me personally is out, but I put him in there purely because he is potentially a fantastic player. A really fantastic player, and also his hair is bloody awesome. Next up, this was recommended in my career mode for West Ham. James Forrest. Fantastic player. You can actually pick him up for 4.5 million. That's what West Ham would have had to pay in my career mode. They were told 4.5 million and you can get his services. He's 21, he's right midfield, he's 73 rated. His acceleration, agility, his sprint speed, his balance are fantastic. I had a bit of a knockabout with him. I played with, so just have a knockabout, see what it was like. Really good bloody player actually. I really wish I had the funds to go and buy him because he would be in my West Ham playthrough. But I chose someone else in the end because I had the money to buy them and not him, unfortunately. He really is potentially a cracking player. You know, his defensive work rate is piss poor. You don't expect him to do anything, but his attacking work rate is fantastic. His weak foot is solid, and his skill moves are 3, which surprised me when you consider his dribbling is only 77. And you know, I think he's cracking. I think you really will get a lot out of him, and he has fantastic potential. And the last guy is Danny Welbeck. Yes, I had to put a Man United player in there. Come on, guys. It's Danny Welbeck. I mean, look at his stats. They are really, really, really good. Stick the ball in the box. He will header it. He will finish it. Simple as that. He needs to work on his shot power. He needs to work on that short passing for me. I'm not really fussed about his dribbling. His vision needs to be a little bit better. And his attacking position is always going to come. But he's 21 years old. He's rated 79. He will cost you about 13 to 14 million pounds, depending, unless you can make a fantastic offer. But expect to pay top dollar for him, being A, Manchester United, B, young. 6'1". I do like his work rates. Defensive work rate and attacking work rate, high. You don't get that often in an ST or CF. Especially a 6'1" beast like Welbeck. His weak foot is 3. His weak foot is fine. His skill moves are 3. They need improving. But overall, he is a fantastic player and well worth a purchase. So, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I will catch you later. The next one will be 26 years old and below and 7.5 million. There's a few cracking players coming, trust me. So, yeah, as I say, guys, hope you enjoy that. And I will catch you later.